this. Woo! Put Scooter on the phone, you bird brain.
What do you do, backflips? You jump up there in a silly suit? What do you do?
You go BAM! I want you to play that.
All right.
Whoops. Hey, where are we? Hey, that's a nice picture of a screw and a washer. All right, there's the monitor. Hey, there I am. Well, it's 420. What do you expect? That was the perfect way to kick off the show here on 420. Things just a little goofy, a little haywire here today.
I did? My microphone hit the joystick and spun the camera around.
Well, there we go. What's happening, everybody? We are here, Fast Freddie, along with Joe Danier, another Fast Freddie rocks Youngstown here, and today is 420. That's why I have this hat with the green leaf on it. Actually, this is a Toronto's Blue Jays St. Patty's Day hat, but I figured green leaf will wear it today. And I got my Harley Davidson Jamaica shirt on today too, man. So we got the Harley Davidson Jamaica. I should have got one of those goofy wigs with the dreadlocks, you know, and the Rasta Man hat.
Always after the fact.
I know. That always happens to me. You always get the best idea when the show's over, and you go, you know what? I should have said that, or we should have did this. We should have been out there. But hey, that's the way it goes. Anyways, happy 420, everybody. Fast Freddie here. For those of you that aren't familiar with what 420 is, that's the National Marijuana Day. Now, there's
What's the significance of 420?
There's several different stories. Some people say some like kids out in California would take a marijuana break at 420 in the afternoon, and that's how it became popular. Other people say it's a police code for marijuana smoking going on. And
I wonder what that translates to. I'm going to look that up. See what 420 actually means.
Yeah,
420.
Yeah, that's it. It was either police code or a group of kids had a little meeting every day at 420.
Right,
so those are the two that I got.
Police code. It may be a penal code for marijuana use. Both is false.
Okay.
There we go. The Google.
All right. There is a California Senate Bill 420. It refers to the use of marijuana, but it's not named for the code or any other way around. Well, hit the meaning behind 420. Because I always thought it was either a police code or because, these pot smokers out in California would get together and party. Yeah, okay, there it is. Okay, in San Rafael, California.
Yep.
All right, so that's what some people say, but yeah, who knows? But anyways, it's out there. You know, it's marijuana related. You can split hairs over that. So
it's mostly a history show, is what this is.
Right. So we're gonna do. We will be on the air at 420 on 420.
Yes, we will.
So I don't know if we should just jump right into the weed stories or not. Hey, I see our buddy Jaybird, speaking of which, is checking in. Yeah, David Klesko is going with the kids at San Rafael High School.
Okay.
That's the one I heard too. So that's. Well, we can go with that one. That seems to be
that
seems to be widely recognized as how it got started. So, anyways, Jaybird, we got to try to get Jaybird here to call in. Jaybird and Vinny are on their way down to Key West. They're riding their bikes down to Key West, and I think they were on the tail of the Dragon. And hey, Jaybird, if you want to jump in here, give us a call here, 330-595-1600 to give us a brief update of what's going on. Tales from the Road from Jaybird, 330-595-1600.
What a week to pick to do that when it's going to be snowing up here.
And they're rubbing it in, man.
Yep,
they are rubbing it in. I don't know if they're rubbing it in or they say they're being a good friend and sharing the fun of the ride with me. So I never know how to take those guys when they do that. You know, it's to me, it seems like they're rubbing it in, but they swear they just want me to be a part of it. And they're thinking of me and they want to share the fun because they know I couldn't go.
Are they showing pictures of the sun or like the thermometer?
Yeah. And, we needed some suntan lotion. And we made it to Bristol. And
they're being dicks. I want to just spoiler alert.
So you're voting for being dicks, huh?
Yes.
Okay. So let's see if we can get Jaybird to call in here and get a report from the road. And because I was looking for the clip when we had Jaybird on, and he was talking about how he got his medical marijuana license and stuff here in the state of Ohio. So, since they're taking a little break, maybe we could get Jaybird on here and see what's happening with him.
is our resident expert marijuana.
Next to Viking. Yeah, well, he's next to Viking Jim. Now, Viking Jim. I was almost like, why didn't we invite Viking Jim down for 420 today? He's probably celebrating. That's why. Yeah,
for sure.
All right, let's go. I think we got Jaybird on the line here. Hey, Jay, what's up, man?
Did you get it?
Let's try it. Let's see if this is going to work. Hey, Jay, what's up, man? How you doing?
Oh, wonderful, man. Started the day off with free bird. On the snake, 489 bends of happiness in 38 miles. Right now, we're on our way down to Tail of the Dragon, 318 bends in 11 miles. And we've had temperatures from 73 to 76.
Told you, being a dick.
While you're home there, would you mind shoveling my driveway?
Yeah, I'll get it done for you tomorrow. That's why I didn't put I was going to take the ice scraper out of my car the other day, and I left it in there. Yeah, that's okay. Well, we're making snow angels. Yeah, you go off and ride your motorcycle through the mountains of North Carolina and wherever you're at. Now, for people that don't know the roads that you were talking about, why don't you give us a little idea of where you're at, what you're riding, and why people like riding those roads?
The snake started down towards Bristol. I don't know the actual town that we come up on when we're doing the snake. It's in between Bristol and Boone. These are all world famous motorcycle rides, and they're a must do, man. Honest to God, it's so beautiful. And dude, we are hitting it with no traffic and own the roads, okay? We have nobody on them right now because it's, of course, a work day for everybody. Sucks to be them.
Yeah, really.
Now, we're heading down to Deal Gap next, and that's the infamous Tail of the Dragon. From there, that's Route 129. Again, really famous ride. It is just a ball. The bends just never stop. Honest to God, you see your own taillight on some of them. From there, we hope to make it into Macon, Georgia tonight and stay ahead of this snow front because they set up in, where did I say I started at? Bristol. They were expecting snow tomorrow morning.
Uh-oh. So you guys better get riding, man. You better get moving.
We're staying right ahead of the curve, Freddie. We've got that Vinny window going for us.
Right. When it comes to weather, Vinny will get you through between snowstorms, thunderstorms, no matter what. If there's a little opening, Vinny will get you there. I have faith. I wish I could have went. Hey, 420, what are some of the marijuana laws that you've encountered along the way on your travels?
Well, we're just getting ready to head into Pigeon Forge. Dude, the plants in the middle of downtown are so big and beautiful. I got into the grow room last year while I was there, and I'll post some of the pictures again on Facebook for 420 Day here. Down here, all they have is CBD. They have nothing that'll really have any THC content. They do, however, have the legal medical, but my card isn't worth a damn here.
Oh, man.
However, the pen is with me so I can sign contracts.
Well, that sounds good. That sounds good. Now, real quick, before I let you go, the last time you were on the show, you were explaining the whole process on how you got your medical marijuana card and that sort of thing. So since I got you on the phone, why don't you run that down for people that might want to know the facts on how you went about that, what it's good for, how the whole shebang works.
Okay, what you got to do is find a doctor who does, in fact, write scripts for the medical marijuana. Being that I am disabled and I have chronic pain, those were the reasons that I could get it. You have 15 different reasons, and you only got to meet one of them, okay? And your medical records do have to prove it. But upon receiving it, you can go into any of the Ohio dispensaries, which I did read this morning. We have 133 new licenses that were issued yesterday in the state of Ohio for dispensary. We only started with 53, and we now have an additional 133. So I could go to any one of the 133 there and ask for anything that I really wanted, depending on what type of buzz I wanted, or if I wanted to sleep, or if I want an uppity buzz, or if I want to be mellow and laid back. It's like going into a candy store. It really is. It used to be you got whatever dirt weed the guy in the corner would sell you.
Right.
Yeah, it's not like that no more. Now, our card for Ohio, being that we didn't have that many dispensaries, is actually honored up in the state of Michigan. The prices are a lot cheaper up in Michigan, and you can go up there and you can use your card, and you can get away with coming home with 2.5 ounces personal use on your prescription card.
So they have two different prices there then, right? They have the price for recreational Michigan, and then they got a price for medical.
Yes, they do. And
okay.
I also get it for being disabled vet. I get a discount too.
Okay. That sounds good.
So life is wonderful.
Yeah, I'm looking over the list of things here. Alzheimer's disease, except you forget the light up, cancer, Crohn's disease, epilepsy, fibromyalgia, myalgia. Yeah, I could read for a.
Next one, glaucoma.
Yeah, glaucoma. Yeah, okay, we got that one. Yeah, I couldn't read the thing from here, so I think I'm qualified. Hepatitis C.
For the glaucoma.
Yeah. Inflammatory bowel disease, MS, pain that is either chronic or severe, Parkinson's disease, HIV, post-traumatic stress disorder, sickle cell anemia, spinal cord injury, Tourette's syndrome. I didn't know that weed was good for Tourette's syndrome. I could go somewhere down that road. I'm not even going to go down there. Colitis and also traumatic brain injury. So though I think somebody could probably get something. One of those got to fit somebody. I'm sure you could squeeze your way into something like that.
Like I said, legitimately, I was able to get it. However, there are several things that I could qualify there. They added some since I've been to the doctor. But you go to the doctor, he writes you a script. You get a hold of the state of Ohio through email. Within 15 minutes, you get a return email with your card in the email, at which time you got to print it. And you can go to town and use it wherever you want. I think I got 48 visits for a year.
Wow.
And that costs you $50 from the state of Ohio. Well, it's a good peace of mind if you're going to have stuff with you.
Yeah.
Because it's the CYOA deal, man. You cover your own ass every place you go.
Exactly.
And can you go interstate? Can you travel through states with supply, or you got to get supply wherever you go?
Joe, be quiet.
Oh, sorry. Bad question.
He takes the fifth. He don't want to say anything. He can't.
Your answer is your
right. If he answers that question, then he's not gonna be able to say, "Oh, I didn't know."
I will neither confirm nor deny that.
Hey, our buddy Chuck is checking in. He says Jay and Vinny are the best people to ride with.
Oh yeah, dude, I got a lot of people eating their hearts out, and I really wish that we could have brought a bigger group with us, but you know how that one goes.
Yep.
Things happen, people can't make it, but oh man, you guys, Fred, you're missing 70 and sunny. My face is so burnt it isn't even funny.
And then you got to wind up in like Key West. Who wants to go to Key West, man? What goes on in Key West? Who wants to go there?
No. I'm hoping to be able to call you on the next show while we're down in Key West.
That'll be awesome, man. That'll be awesome. All right, hey, listen.
We'll keep you posted on the adventures of Jaybird, okay?
Yeah, that sounds good, man. You and Vinny, and tell Vinny he looks really good in his helmet. The picture of Vinny in his helmet.
Get him real quick.
He looks great. Yeah, put Vinny on real quick.
Hey, what's up, Fred?
What's going on, Vinny? You like rocking that helmet, huh? You look pretty stylish with your helmet on.
Oh, thanks, man. It's better than helmet hair.
Yeah, there you go. So you guys are heading down and just having a good time, huh?
Yeah, we're trying to get down there. I'm getting a sunburn already.
Yeah, thanks, man. Like, see, now Joe says he thinks you guys are kind of like being dicks and taunting me and making fun of me because I couldn't get to go. But I kind of see it as my buddies are having a good time, and they knew I couldn't go, and they want to share the fun with me so I don't miss out on all the good times, and I know what's going on. So I don't know if I should believe Joe or not.
No, we had planned on going, for like a month or at least 2 months ahead of time.
I know.
Just things came up where people can't make it.
Yep.
Well, at least they know about it.
Oh yeah, it's not like you guys just took off and said, "Hey, look where we're at." Everybody had plenty of notice. All right, well, listen, man, you guys be safe and have a good ride. Check in. I'll keep following you guys on Facebook, man.
Yeah, we'll keep checking in. All right.
All right, sounds good, Vince. Sounds good, Jay Bird. Take care, guys. All right, man. Two of my main riding buddies right there, Vinny and Jay Bird, and they're on a excellent adventure right now, heading down to Key West and coming back. And that's nice when you're retired and stuff, though, that you could just go on that and at your own leisure. And how long are we going to stay here? I don't know. Maybe we'll stay another day. You know what? It's really sunny here in Key West, and the women in bikinis are looking great, and the margaritas are going down so smooth, and the beer is ice cold, and the shrimp is really good.
You kind of run out of road in Key West, though. You can't go any further at that point.
Yeah. Hey, I got to say hi to my man OH. He's checking in this afternoon. Arliss Walker. I had a chance to check out Arliss's band on Friday night. They're called the Southern Outlaws. They were playing over at Frenchie's, and if you like Southern rock, man, these guys do an awesome job. And Dave says, hey, don't forget about National Bosses Day tomorrow, 4/20, which is better known as National Random Drug Test Day. So keep that in mind. We're talking about the big 4/20 celebration, right, but you better keep that one in mind. 4/21 is a little different. A couple of the things here about 4/20, like Jay was saying, they're adding more dispensaries to the state of Ohio. They've now added 73 more, and Mahoning, Trumbull, and Ashtabula would go from 3 to 6 dispensaries. Columbiana, which is part of the Stark County region, would also go from 3 to 6. Now, here's a couple of facts and figures for 4/20 Day. Let's see here. 43% of Americans live in states where marijuana is legal in some respect. 60% of U.S. adults favored legalized and recreational marijuana use, while 31% are in favor of just medical. Only 8% of American adults oppose the legalized marijuana, so it's practically nobody. New York, Illinois, and Vermont are the first states expunging criminal records to marijuana-related charges, which I think is a good idea. Yeah, because when you see what happens, maybe somebody got in a jackpot in high school, maybe in college, maybe your whole college career was, ruined because you were selling a little bit of pot on the side or whatever. You had some plants in your room, and you get busted, and your whole college career goes down the tubes, and you got a criminal record. And now that people figured out the state figured out how to make money on it and legalized cannabis for recreational use in 2018. And Mexico is thinking about doing it later this year. I thought everything was legal in Mexico. I didn't think anything, including weed, was illegal in Mexico.
Weed and murder are now fair game.
Yeah. What? Weed was illegal in Mexico? I would have never guessed that in a million years.
Yeah, me either.
And then here's something new that now that they're starting. Now that they got it legalized, now they want to screw with it a little more, though, because now the tax money or whatever that they're making, especially in states where it's the recreational is legal, now they want to tax you more on how potent it is. And they have different degrees of potency on this weed. So if you want the really strong stuff, now there are some states that are thinking about, well, we're going to charge you extra on that.
Premium for the premium.
So why are you doing that? Now this is going to go back to the old school where people are going to say, okay, well, screw you. I'm just going to go back to my guy. He's probably growing some good stuff anyway, so why would I even bother? But these guys don't know when to stop. They get this rolling, and now it's like that. Okay, now we're making some money on that. But I guess Illinois already started this. Vermont is limiting the THC content when legal markets open next year. Now, why are you doing that? That kind of does it kind of defeats the whole purpose. The whole purpose was to end this prohibition.
Yep.
So, if you want to smoke the strong stuff, let people smoke it. But now we're going to tax you more, They just don't think.
No, they did the same thing to cigarettes. Now cigarettes for a completely different reason because of the health effects, but still.
And then, then okay, say now the state of New York or whatever, if that happens in Ohio, okay, we're going to put a cap on how potent it can be. So now you're going to quit buying it from them, and then you're going to go back to some guy and buy it off
drug
this,
trade flourishes again.
Right.
Yep.
And it just doesn't make sense to me. A sweeping 2017 examination of cannabis and health by the National Academy of Sciences listed increasing potency among the factors that create the potential for an increased risk of adverse health effects. Some studies cited have linked high potency THC pot, especially when used daily, with the likelihood of psychosis and certain other mental health problems. But there's a debate over what really causes that. One physician who consults patients on using cannabis for various conditions says she doesn't see an increased risk of psychosis for people using such products under medical oversight. Oh, okay, so now we'll get back to the medical thing here because you can't decide yourself what to use. She opposes capping potency, but suggests that products containing over 70% THC should be reserved for medical users while research continues. I think we should treat it with both freedom and kid gloves. Okay.
Bullshit.
But yeah,
bullshit.
Let's start the chant. But Colorado pediatrician and state representative said she has seen the dangers of high THC cannabis. One of her adolescent patients who use high-potency marijuana daily has repeatedly been hospitalized with severe vomiting linked to heavy marijuana use, and others need psychiatric hospitalization after the drug exacerbated his mental health problems. Okay, so they think that, but see, these are people that have problems anyways. So because these people have problems and you don't, so I don't know. So most people say, though, that the caps will backfire. People want that. That's what they want, and they're going to get it. So why even bother going through all this stuff? If you want to drink liquor, except maybe Everclear, like, 190 proof, you can get just about anything you want, really. Oh, boy. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe regulating it for safety standards, but they're just putting the screws down on people is all they're doing. So, anyways, that's our little 420 talk here today. Hey, do you want to try to give away? What do we got, man? We didn't crack the safe yet. What do we got? $500.
$500.
Yep.
$500 in this safe right here.
Plus AirPod Pros.
And the AirPod Pros. And all you have to do is give us the 3-digit code that can crack this safe. And there is a hint that is kind of helpful.
There's 2 of them now.
Oh, there's two hints. I missed the other one. Yeah. Okay, the 2 hints are.
So the first hint is that in order to come up with the number, I got it from the clock.
Okay.
And then the second one is partner. It's a 1-word clue. Partner. And it's a time on the clock. Yes.
And I think we know it's not 420, right? Didn't we have a lot of people guess 420?
Lots of 420s. Yeah, we crossed that one off a lot.
And 666. Okay, I could give you. It's not 666. Right. And that's for obvious reasons, but I won't get into. Right. But 666 is not one of the reasons. All right.
There you go. So you want to take some calls on it?
Yeah, listen, man, if you guys want to give me a 3-digit number here, $500 in cash money inside this box that I have right here. Can I hold the box up?
Yeah, for sure.
Where's it at? Right here. Right inside this little safe, we have $500 in those AirPod Pros. And all you have to do is come up with the 3-digit number, and it's yours.
That's it.
And we know it's not 420, so don't waste your guess on 420. And we know it's not 666,
right?
So don't waste your guess on 666.
And this is the 5th week, so we've got 5 weeks worth of guesses that if you go back and listen to previous shows, you can mark those one that's already been guessed off of your list.
Okay, Jan, you got to call in with your guess. You got to call in. With your guess. Okay, our numbers 330-595-1600. 330-595-1600. You want to take a shot? Give us a call, and we will We'll see if it opens the safe. And like I've said before, this should be pretty easy in Youngstown because safe cracking back in the day was an occupation for some of your relatives. There's that one story, and I've been trying to get the guy on, and I haven't been able to reach him because he's like about 90 years old, and he was like one of the biggest safe crackers in America. And he was involved, these guys from Youngstown were involved in like the biggest safe cracking heist. And I think they were somehow involved with the Watergate break-in or whatever. If you could look that up.
Yeah. And there's some calls. So if you want to start taking those calls.
Let's start taking some calls here. Let's start getting some people in here and give me a chance, man. $500 and the AirPod Pros are in this box, and it's your chance to win.
Fast Freddie.
Hi, who is this?
My name is Sarah, and I really do have a relative that was a safe cracker in the 70s. He was associated with somebody from the Cleveland mob, but unfortunately he passed away in jail. You might be referring to him. His name was Billy. Oh, I have to ask my aunt or my cousin, but seriously, he was notorious for being a safe cracker in Cleveland.
Okay, yeah, this guy, this was called the D'Annunzio crew. And
he was involved with people from Youngstown, or Chicago. This uncle of mine, he was married into the family, put it that way. He used to take trips to Costa Rica, and my aunt would go. I didn't know a thing. All I knew was Uncle Billy was in jail. Seriously.
Yep, that was back in the day when
a safe cracker.
Yeah, when you could make a living as being a safe cracker. You could also make a living playing cards or rolling dice, playing bar boot. There was a lot of different career opportunities. or you could even make a living beating people up. You could make a career out of breaking kneecaps back in the day. There was a lot of job opportunities back in the day. Now we're so limited. We got to bring back these good jobs to the Valley. I'm going to start a trade school to bring back all these old school trades.
I want to run numbers. That seems like that's my forte.
Yeah, number runner. You could run the bar boot game. You could break people's kneecaps. You could crack safes. Hitman. We got something for everybody out there.
Break cards.
And playing cards. All right, Sarah, give me a 3-digit number, baby. Let's see if we can open up this safe and see if you can crack it. Hopefully, Uncle Billy's luck will rub off on you.
Please. Aunt Diana, up in heaven, your husband is summoning. Okay, so when you put your hands on the steering wheel, you put them at 10 and 2, correct?
Yes.
So my guess is 102.
1.
10 and 2.
0.
Please.
2.
Please. They're partners in crime. Oh, that was a good guess, right?
That's not the winning sound right there. That's not the sound you want to hear after we get your number. Sorry about that, Sarah.
I'm going to break your kneecaps back.
Boy, learn while you earn. Jump right on the job. All right, Sarah, try again on Thursday. Thank you.
All right, now we got Jan coming up.
All right. How are you doing today, Jan?
Hey, good. How are you?
I'm doing great.
I think I might have cracked the code number.
Okay, come on, give it to me, baby.
Okay, 245.
245. Sorry, nothing there.
Oh, darn.
All right, maybe nobody will win today, and you try back on Thursday.
I will.
Okay, thanks. Have a good one, Jan. Take care. Good to hear from you. All right. Boy, these people, they want to win. I know if I was listening, I'd want to win. I'm one of them people. I try to win contests whenever I can.
$500? Heck yes.
You know what? I would be, I'd call everybody, hey, get in there, call this number. Get on here, man. We want to win. In case if you want to jump in, the number is 330-595-1600. 330-595-1600.
All right. Eric is next. Eric?
Hey, Eric.
I got married on 420 at Mill Creek Park.
You did?
Yeah, a long time ago. 4/20/2002.
Okay.
It was a good day.
I would say 420 outside in Mill Creek Park. Perfect.
Oh, it's a gorgeous day. It's gorgeous.
So what are you thinking? What's your number here? What do you think's going to open it?
Well, what's your number?
What's that?
What's your number?
What's my number? I can't give you my number. What if it wins?
Hey, come on. Don't tell my wife. 3-3-3-0.
Oh, that's a good one. 3-3-0. Oh, nothing there.
Baba Booey. Happy 420.
All right. Sorry about that. All right, let's take another call here.
Right, Carlos is up next.
That's Arliss. I think the automatic answer said Carlos. Hey, Carlos
today.
How you doing? Hey, you guys sounded good on Friday night, man. I had a good time, man.
Oh, thanks. I was happy to see you come out.
Yeah, we had a good time out there, man. Awesome time. All right.
That's our first time at Frenchie's, and we really enjoy it. Nice people.
Yeah, very nice, very nice. All right, man, give me a 3-digit number here, Arliss. Maybe we'll hook you up with this cash, brother.
126.
126. Not today. Not today, Arliss. Hey, so where are you guys going to be playing at? What are some of the gigs you got coming up?
We're making an appearance at the Rig next Wednesday.
Okay.
In Howland. We're going to be there for a little bit, and then we'll be back May 7th at Frenchie's. And then May 8th, we'll be at Friendship Acres on Route 44 right there in Atwater.
Okay, sounds good, man. And the name of the band is the Southern Outlaws, so get on out and check them out, man. If you like Skinner and that kind of music, these guys will definitely rock the house.
Thanks, Freddie.
All right, Arliss, I'll be seeing you out there soon, man. Tell Tommy I said hi, too, when you see him.
All right.
All righty.
I think this is Wendy, unless
Okay.
All right. Wendy, are you there?
Hi, this is Whitney from Florida.
How you doing, Wendy, in Florida? How you doing today? You're in Daytona Beach?
No, I live near Sanford, but I'm visiting from Sanford.
Oh, okay.
It's crazy down there.
I know.
Too crazy.
I've been down there a lot, especially for Bike Week and Oktoberfest and, flying into Sanford and everything. So you ready to win some money here in sunny Florida?
I'm taking my top off for some money.
Oh, okay. There we go. We'll make it rain. Come on, Joe. Wendy's taking her top off. Let's go. Free money. Yay. All right. So now we have
got a new dimension.
Now we have Wendy topless trying to win the money. Maybe that's what it is.
It's
Maybe.
hard of all places. I'm waiting for Dip Dab. My favorite Dip Dab. Oh. So I'm going to guess 422.
422?
424, because that's route, yeah. Sissy, what route are we on again? To work home. 224.
224. All right, let's see if we got it here.
Yep.
2.
Yeah.
2.
Come on, Wendy, I'm done.
4.
Come on.
Oh, Wendy.
Come on, Kelso. Baba Booey.
Topless Wendy. Topless Wendy. She was topless, and we couldn't pull it off.
We couldn't.
Boy, A for effort, though. See, that's what we need, that kind of enthusiasm.
Yeah, we have to reward that kind of passion for the game.
I know. Well, thanks, Wendy. We appreciate it. All right. Ray Condis is checking us out down in Florida, too. I know Ray and Christine are down there.
Everybody's down in Florida. I feel kind of left out today.
Yeah, especially for you lately. I'm surprised you're not there.
Yeah.
All right. If you want to try to give us a 3-digit number here to try to win $500 in the AirPod Pros, 330-595-1600. 330-595-1600. You don't have to be topless, but it helps.
It does.
I think you get some good mojo going.
Yes.
All right. We're talking about 420 today. I put together a list of some good songs to have on your playlist for 420 today. And, this is what kills me, though, about all the rules and regulations that we have to follow with copyrights and stuff, because we could have had a heck of a show just playing all these songs, or had some of our musician friends come in and play their favorite marijuana-related songs, but these bastards, always. One
of these years it's going to be legal and we'll be able to do it during the show, and but then it won't be special anymore if it's just legal for everyone.
Yeah. Hey, I got to say hi to Patricia, and she's getting a buzz on today. So I don't know how that's different from any other day, but it's 420, so it makes it special. You know what? You want to talk about the 420 songs, and then we'll talk about the Safecracker.
Okay, good.
Because they made a movie about this.
Okay.
They made a movie about this.
I'll keep that up on the screen then.
And like I say, the guy that wrote the book, he's like, I think he's 90. I reached out to him a couple of times, and he never really got back to me. But
whenever we talk about the mob down here, I'm expecting a brick to go through the window. So I tread lightly on these topics. We're not going to expose anything. We're good. This is
no. I don't think this guy was in the mob. He was just a safecracker.
Okay.
I think he's just a free agent safecracker. But anyways, here's my list of some of the top songs that you should have on your 420 playlist. First of all, from the movie Easy Rider, Don't Bogart That Joint. That's got to be number one. You got to have some Cheech and Chong in there. Up in Smoke is one of my favorites from them. You got to have Up in Smoke on your playlist. Black Sabbath, Sweet Leaf. Afro Man, Because I Got High. That's an all-time classic.
Everybody can enjoy that.
Afro Man, I don't care what kind of crowd you have. You could be at the biggest rock club. You throw on Afro Man, Because I Got High, and people are still going to sing along. Everybody loves it.
Yep.
That one and the other song, is Colt 45. Those two songs, you throw Afro Man on. Except Afro Man, I think he went really downhill, and the last I heard, he punched some woman who was on stage or whatever. He had some kind of...
high.
Yeah, right. Let's see. Homegrown from Neil Young. That's another good one. And another one that I like is a parody song. The Devil Went Down to Jamaica. That's why I got my Jamaican shirt on here today. But the Devil Went Down to Jamaica, that was a parody to Charlie Daniels' The Devil Went Down to Georgia. And it's a smoke-off between Johnny and the devil, and who has the most powerful weed. And Johnny wins, of course. And Smoke Two Joints, that's another one. That's a pretty popular one. That was originally done by a group called The Toys from out west. I think they're out from Seattle, Portland, or something out there, maybe California. But they're from the Pacific Northwest, I think. And they were kind of a stoner band, and they did the original version of Smoke Two Joints, and Sublime has a version that a lot of people know. But one of the best versions is from my buddy Norman Nardini from Pittsburgh, and he does such an awesome job on guitar on that. He's got like a 6-7 minute version of that, and it was a big hit for him in Germany. So Smoke Two Joints has to be on there. And now I'm going to go into a couple that are these are 70s stoner cult songs that maybe some younger people won't know. But if you were around in the 70s, these are some that you probably remember. Freakin' at the Freakers Ball by Shel Silverstein and The Great Smoke-Off. And Shel Silverstein was a character. And I think we talked about Shel.
Yeah, right. Children's books to cult weed songs.
Right.
What?
And I mean, he wrote so many great songs. Shel Silverstein had children's books, and he also wrote A Boy Named Sue for Johnny Cash. He wrote Cover of the Rolling Stone. He wrote The Winner and Marie Laveau and some of those songs for Bobby Bear. He has and he was just a cool, laid-back Key West guy, and he was friends with Pat Daly from Put-in-Bay, and those guys hung out together. And so this probably goes back to 1972, 1973. Around that time, you had Freakin' at the Freakers Ball, you had The Great Smoke-Off, and then you had John Prine had a song called Illegal Smile that was kind of a cult weed song back then. And then you had a guy named David Peel in the East Side. And David Peel in the East Side, they called him a subversive folk singer. you know, and he was friends with John Lennon, and he's kind of like a street performer, and he had a lot of songs. I think he had one out called the Pope Smokes Dope. And then he had another one called Have a Marijuana. And it's kind of almost like them chanting and guys beating on tambourines and drums or whatever. David Peel on the East Side from New York City. And then another one around that time. This is a little known song. People hear this, like some old stoners will hear that, and they never remember who sang it. And it was called Sitting Around the Shanty and Getting a Good Buzz On. And people will hear that song and they'll go, I remember that. Who the heck sang that? And the guy that sang that was that Jonathan Edwards that sang, Sunshine Go Away Today. And that was another one, like in the early days of, progressive underground rock, that those were like some of the weed songs back there. So I'm sure some of the old stoners will remember those. And if you're looking for something a little different, you want to hear these songs, check them out. Let's see, what's another good one? Never Smoke Weed with Willie Again, of course. That's an all-time classic from Toby Keith. And Toby Keith also has that other one out there, Wacky Tobacky. How's that? Something about, roll it up and let it do what it do or something. So Wacky Tobacky, that's another one you got to have on your list. Oh, Wildwood Weed from Jim Stafford. Wildwood flower grew wild on them, he's naked on the windmill, and we just sat there smiling on that sack of seeds. That was another classic. That's got to be from like about 71, 72, if I'm not mistaken. Jim Stafford, Wildwood Weed. Legalize It from Peter Tosh. That's another good one. Good reggae song there. Legalize it, don't criminalize it, and Hash Pipe from Weezer you could throw on your list. Another one of my favorites is Buddy Guy and the Rolling Stones. It's called Champagne and Reefer. And boy, if you like it, it's a really bluesy song, but man, the Stones and Buddy Guy together on that one, Champagne and Reefer, that's one you got to have on your list. Let's see, what else am I forgetting on there? I think that's about it. Those should get you through. 420.
Well, what about the subtle ones like Puff the Magic? Do you believe that was the reference or no?
Yeah, more than likely. Yeah. Or you could even look at that cartoon, HR Puff and Stuff, Okay, yeah, what was that one all about?
A dragon, of course.
Yeah. Then you got other songs like that. Yeah. Glenn says, yeah, Wildwood Weed because you're just sitting there on that sack of seeds. Oh, boy. Yep. Let's take a coffee break.
Coffee break, of course.
Coffee break. Oh, you're already done. I'm lollygagging. You know what? I've been talking too much. Hey, you guys want to win that $500, man? Give us a call here, 330-595-1600, 330-595-1600. We got $500 in cash and a pair of AirPod Pros in Joe's little safe here. You crack that safe and
it's all yours.
It's yours. That easy. And then we'll go back to that safe cracking story.
Oh, yeah.
I forgot all about that.
Let me bring that out.
We're not even stoned, and it's like, oh, okay, what were we talking about? I don't know. Boy, is this espresso good. That's like the highlight of my day on Tuesday and Thursday.
Keep showing up.
Yep. All right. Anyways, they made a movie about this, and there's a book about it. And the movie is called Finding Steve McQueen. And it's about the Nunzio crew from Youngstown who are professional burglars. And they were like they claim to be like the LeBron James of bank burglars. I mean, these guys had it going on. I mean, they knew how to, bust holes in the walls and cut open roofs and bypass. I mean, these guys were like Ocean's 11 or something, yes. Only for real. And anyways, it was this guy, Emil D'Annunzio, and his brother James, and his nephews Harry and Ronald Barber, and their brother-in-law, Chuck Milligan, and they would break in. The big one they did is they broke into the safe deposit vault at a bank in California. And I guess that was a huge heist. and they got that movie out there, and if you get a chance, you could check it out. But they wrote a book about it, and it's just really interesting, and it's good to see that. Hey, Youngstown, hey,
we're famous.
Hey, we got the LeBron James of safecrackers from right here in Youngstown. Are we allowed to call them safecrackers though?
I don't know.
Did you call people safecrackers anymore? I don't know. Is that yeah? I don't know if a safecracker is politically correct. I have to think about that. Oh, yeah, our buddy Jim Davison says the No-No song by Ringo Starr. Yeah, you got to have that one on there. Met a lady from Colombia. She had a bag of marijuana, said it was the best in all the land. I just want to see, that's what kills me about these copyright laws and stuff. We could have just played 2 hours of great music that everybody would have dug.
Yep.
Yeah, but Finding Steve McQueen. And it's about the best bank robbers, best bank burglars. These guys weren't, walking into the bank with, with a gun and a mask, man. I mean, these guys had it all figured out. They knew what they were doing, busting holes through walls and all that kind of crazy stuff. And awesome, man. Yeah, back in the day when you could make a living as a safecracker.
Yep. I honestly, I don't know. I said running numbers because it's mathematical. I want to be the Donnie Brasco of the numbers runner. It's got to be a cool guy.
Yeah.
I'd probably be like a getaway driver or something like that.
There's all kind of different. There was all kind of different jobs available back in the day when the mob was running things, and boy, we had all kinds of jobs. Yep.
We got some calls if you want to take some more.
Go to technical school. Yeah, let's take some more calls here. My screen's off. Yeah, we'll take a couple more calls.
All right, let's see who's next. I don't see a name. I think it says JC.
Oh, crud.
Hey.
My name is Stacy.
What?
Sorry, I was in the McDonald's line. Hi.
Hi. What's up?
Hi. Well, I'm sorry. I was on hold. I was waiting in the McDonald's drive-thru. My name is Stacy, and I have a guest.
Okay.
Well, first of all, Elon Musk, if you YouTube him trying, I think, marijuana for the first time, it's really funny. He was really funny trying marijuana for the first time on the radio. It was really funny.
Okay.
But anyway, happy 420. My guess is 731.
731.
Don't you play that?
Go on.
Play the good stuff. Come on.
Nothing there.
Buddy.
731. Nobody home.
Nope. Dave's up next.
All right, Dave. How you doing today?
Hey guys, I'm good.
Good. You celebrating 420 today?
No, I'm working.
Oh, okay. Oh, some people that don't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, give me a 3-digit number here. Let's hook you up with some money, man.
How about 424?
424. Sorry, man, not there this time. All right, try again next time. Thanks for calling. All right. Come on, somebody's got to open this.
Dude, think of the excitement when someone nails it.
Oh, I know. It's going to be great. It's going to be fantastic. All right. Yeah, my buddy Greg checking in this afternoon. He's going to the Cannabis Club after the show's over here this afternoon. Actually, Greg, you should go before the show. It sounds a lot better, believe me. You might be messing up, man. You should have went beforehand. Rosemarie checking in today, drinking a margarita this afternoon. So, yeah. That's what's happening around here. So that's about the 420 stuff that we got today. Where are we heading now? Stupid criminals in the news, maybe?
Oh, yeah. Here we go.
Yeah, we got a few.
It's one of my favorites.
Yeah, stupid criminals in the news. A guy in Altoona was accused of stealing a car, but he left a $5 bill on the console when he returned the car.
Oh, that's so nice of him. That's
Cops
amazing.
caught him walking down the street. He fit the description. He said, no, the guy that owned it let me use it.
Yeah,
he said I could use it. Of course. And he said, I even left him $5 in the car.
Who are you going to believe, me or him?
Yeah, but they said, nope, sorry, buddy, you're going to jail. Nice try, and it was nice of you. Hey, can I have my $5 back then? You know? Give me my $5 back, man. How about this one? See, we don't need Florida, man. This is Ohio, man. This is local, man. A man was arrested and a woman is facing possible charges after police said they led them on a chase while they had 5 kids sitting in unrestrained in a car. And that happened over around Niles, Weathersfield area. And the reason the guy told the cops he ran is because he had a suspended license.
Idiot.
Take the ticket and go along with your life.
Right.
Maybe they're going to tow your car in, but now you're in so much shit there. It's like, is it worth it? I don't think so. Yeah, okay. They had a 2-year-old in a booster seat, 3 other girls ranging from 8 to 11 years old who squeezed in the middle seat with no restraints. One was on the floor between the seats. That's how we used to roll back in the day. That was standard operating procedure for us back in the day. Right. And if we didn't have a station wagon, we just had a regular car. You used to have that little dashboard in the back window, and somebody would be laying on top of that too.
Totally safe.
Yeah.
Totally.
And remember the stupid little car seats they used to have, like really back in the day, and it was like two coat hangers hanging over the seat, and you just had it on the front.
Hang on.
And then if you hit the brakes, you'd go flying right into the unpadded dash.
Yes.
Into the solid steel dash.
Somebody just took a high chair and put it in a car is all they did.
How did we make it through all that? And then my favorite story is always whenever we were acting up in the back seat, my dad would always just jam on the brakes if things were getting too out of hand, and bodies would be flying everywhere. And then everybody got real scared and everybody just started behaving themselves immediately. That's all it took.
One little brake check and everybody's right in line.
4 kids
again.
are just flying everywhere. You see somebody flying right off that little dashboard in the back window. Woo, right over top of everybody, and then everybody was real quiet, and
crap.
that would make everybody behave. Mary's checking in Florida. We got a lot of people checking in from Florida, man. It would be nice to go down there one of these days soon. All right, let's see what else we got going on here. This is a good one. This happened in Newton Falls. Like I say, Florida man, we might be nudging Florida man out of the picture. Florida man better step up his game because we're coming after him.
I'm pretty sure that Florida man might be migrating up to Ohio, and this is still Florida man just on vacation.
Yeah, you notice we've had a lot of people check in from Florida from Ohio today. Exactly. I don't know if there's some kind of connection. Maybe these people doing goofy shit in Florida are really from Ohio, and they're just heading down to Florida.
Hot down here. He's got to get some reprieve in snowy Ohio.
Yeah, this one happened in Newton Falls. Police arrested a man for trespassing in a Newton Falls home after he said he was an angel trying to rid a house of demons.
What, we don't believe him?
Demon out. Remember that? Who was that? Ernest Angsley? Demon out. And then he'd hit you in the head and you'd do a backflip and you would be fine after that.
Yeah, I want to make sure that he got the demons out. I mean, there's more to the story, right?
Okay, according to police report, the guy was on somebody's front porch and they told him, hey, get the heck out of here. And he says, I'll be back at 4:30. And true to his word, he was back at 4:30. And he said, you better let me in. And he says, no. And then next thing you know, the cops found him roaming around. And he says, yeah, I'm just walking around. I didn't do anything wrong. And then he was explaining to the cops about how he was an angel and he was trying to get the demons out of the house.
He's punctual. That counts for something. Hey,
you know what? Yeah, people nowadays, we can't find anybody to work. And
I'll hire the demon guy. This should be fun.
You never know what you're going to get. Well, he's an angel. He gets rid of the demons. When police patted him down for weapons, he started to get a little antsy, and they put him in handcuffs. And then he says, you just met the most dangerous angel. And then the police said the people want him out of the house, and he says, yeah, but he said, I had permission to get rid of the demons in that house. And I don't know. So is that how you feel, man? This guy, an angel, the most dangerous angel you're going to find, comes knocking on your front door to get the demons out of your house, and you're going to send them away? You know, invite the guy in.
The most dangerous angel. I mean, are you crazy?
You diss this guy, and he's trying to help you.
Right.
And I don't know. Yeah. So we got this got to be one of the craziest stories of all times. Okay, that's the pot stuff. This story is just unbelievable. When I saw this one, I was like, this got to be the most bizarre story you're going to hear today. Maybe we should wait another 10 minutes at 4:20 so you stoke up and really be able to enjoy this one, because it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. We'll get to that in a little bit.
Okay.
We'll save that for 4:20 because anyways, I'll give you the headline. Obese American tourist who made headlines when he forced airline hostesses to wipe his butt as he moaned in pleasure died in Thailand.
What? What?
I told you.
Oh, yeah.
Obese American tourist who made headlines when he forced an airline hostess to wipe his butt as he moaned in pleasure in midair has died in Thailand. Obviously, he was there on some kind of kinky sex thing, but wait until you get to this story.
Okay.
And
wow.
It's we'll get to that in a little bit. Let's see. On this date in 1986, Michael Jordan scored 63 points in a playoff game against the Boston Celtics. That was a postseason record for scoring. And despite Michael Jordan scoring 63 points, they still lost 135-131 to Boston. And Boston swept the 3-game series and won the championship that year. And then, of course, a little further down the road, then we know what happened with the Chicago Bulls with the three-peat and everything. Yep. But could you imagine that? I don't think basketball has been that good since.
I agree.
With Bird and Magic and Michael Jordan and all that.
Pippen and Rodman.
Oh, it was great, man. Yeah. It was great. I'll tell you, I saw a good thing on A&E the other night. It was the biography of Stone Cold Steve Austin. And they had the one about Andre the Giant before that. And Stone Cold Steve Austin, and they were just talking about his career, and then like how him and The Rock really took wrestling to a place where it'll never be again. For sure. And they were showing all the stuff with the Rock and Vince McMahon and when he came into the one match on a Zamboni, and another one he come in with a beer truck and was spraying everybody with beer. And when he I got a hair there in my face. I don't know if it's from my head, on my mustache. I don't know.
I'll anywhere? Yeah, it's coming over your glasses. I see it. It's penetrating. Yep, right there it is.
Okay.
You got it.
I got all kinds of hair flying around here somewhere. But anyways, so, and you know what? I'm having a little problem with my beard because I have this habit of when I'm not wearing my mask, I put it on like this. I usually have it on my ear because I'll forget it. And it's kind of like making my beard go a little crooked. I got to get some beard oil or something and do something with it.
We got to get a makeup department here so that wardrobe, makeup.
Right. Trim it up a little bit and get this. And like I say, when I'm looking in the monitor, I'm always on the wrong side and I don't know what side I'm touching. I think I'm touching this side and it's confusing. It's really confusing. But the whole thing with Stone Cold, and then when him and The Rock were just battling. I mean, it was just crazy. And how he came about with Austin 316 when he fought Jake the Snake Roberts, and they had Jake as the born again Christian and all that stuff, and then Austin come out and started making fun of him because he's a recovering alcoholic. This was, I think, actually kind of edgy though, because Jake really was an alkie and had a lot of problems. And I mean, some of that stuff that they were playing out was really going on in his life. And I mean, he was really fighting the bottle and everything. And so then they made him like this born again Christian, and and he was coming out, and then he'd hit that up really hard. And then when Austin beat him, and that's when he just off the top of his head says, yeah, well, Austin 316 says, I just whooped your ass. And that's the bottom line because Stone Cold said so. And with those two lines, it just changed pro wrestling. It just, pro wrestling from that point just went through the roof. And then as that went on, he had his feud with Vince McMahon, and then enter The Rock, who was, just something else. And boy, I don't think you'll ever see wrestling as good as it was then.
Yeah.
Once that Attitude Era hit, and once The Rock and once once The Rock and Stone Cold were at the top of their game, I don't think it would ever be. You'll ever see anything like that.
Yeah, in that era, a lot of those guys made their way into television shows and cartoons and in movies.
Oh, yeah.
How popular it was.
Yeah, now Stone Cold had a chance to be in some movies, but it never really took off. And he liked hosting those reality shows and stuff better than he did like being in movies. Now The Rock, I mean, how big's The Rock? He's probably one of the biggest actors out there right now, and it all started with wrestling.
Started it all.
Started with wrestling, and boy, he just took that to points beyond.
And Hulk Hogan proved how much money you could make off of that stuff,
Oh yeah. And Stone Cold, I guess his T-shirts are still one of the biggest selling T-shirts for WWE. And I'll tell you what though, man, that wrestling's a tough road to get ahead in though. Really tough to make it, tough to stay there, physically demanding. And then when you watch all those other different stories, from the other side of the ring or whatever they're called. And, you see a lot of these guys had booze problems, drug problems, just all kinds of problems and physical problems. And they do get beat up too. Sure. They do get beat up. And a lot of these guys don't even make that much money. Like Stone Cold, he was, waiting on a $40 birthday card from his mom at one point before he hit it big. He was out on the road. Hey mom, you think you can send me $40 on my birthday card this year? Because I need gas. Tough road, man.
Right.
I like that movie, The Wrestler. That's pretty good. Did you ever see that one?
Did, yeah.
And that's a good one. And, I don't know. I'm still a wrestling fan, but I'm not into it like I used to be. But because back at that point, it was what do I want to say? I mean, it was the thing. You had to watch Monday Night Raw. You had to watch that. And then when WCW was competing against them, and I mean, it was for a while there, man. What would that be? 93, 94, probably in that era. I mean, there was nothing bigger than pro wrestling at that time. And I had a blast, man. I had a chance to see a lot of that and be a part of a lot of that. And it was just really great. It was just really great.
We got a call if you want to take it.
Yeah, let's take a call. Let's try to give away this $500.
All right, caller, are you there?
Hello?
Hi, who is this?
This is Wendy.
Wendy, what's up?
Yeah, not much. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
Good. Just having a good day, too.
Well, let's try to make it a little bit better.
All right. My guess is 600.
600. That's a good one. That's definitely a number that would be on the clock. Okay, 600. 0.
Is that good?
0. Here we go. Wendy, not this time. I like that one. I thought 600 sounded good. All right, have a good one, Wendy.
Thanks.
All right, let's see. Mary says that it's raining in Florida. Oh, poor baby. Kathy checking in from Campbell today. You notice I said it properly, even though it's spelled Campbell. 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 It doesn't even say right. Where are you from? Campbell. Where's Campbell?
Like the soup?
I've heard of Camel, Soup City. Oh, you're from Soup City. Oh, now I get it. Dawn checking in from Tennessee. So we have people checking in all over the country here today. That's cool. Lori Mercer checking in. Hi, Lori. I'm sure we'll be seeing Lori and Tommy and them once bike nights get rolling. That's here before you know it. And we start Ice House next Tuesday. Next Tuesday night, we start the Ice House. I think it's supposed to be 70 degrees after our snowstorm.
Yeah, right.
And then, so things should be back up and running. But, even when you go into May, nothing's guaranteed in May. Nothing's really guaranteed in May. And that's the crazy thing about bike night, not to be a downer or whatever, but, sometimes, some years we went when it rained like every Wednesday and Thursday for the whole summer, so or last year we had a lot of sunshine. We had a lot of great days that didn't get rained out. And then, of course, some places didn't have it. So
beautiful. Every day, other day, Wednesday, you get picked on.
Yeah. So we're getting ready. It should be a good summer. I'm looking forward to it. I'm definitely looking forward to it. Hopefully I'll get a chance.
You see the clock, by the way.
What's that?
Do you see the clock, by the way?
Oh, yeah, it is 4:20. So let's go with the goofiest story of the day, and probably one of the goofiest stories that I have seen online in some time. And when I saw this one, it was like, okay, we gotta hit this one. All right, we've got the Altoona man. Oh, this was a good one. A rhinoceros poacher died in a park in South Africa after being trampled by a herd of breeding elephants. Nice. Good for that asshole. Yes. These poachers, man, I just hate them. And, they kill these rhinos and these elephants, and we're losing them. There's only, so many thousands of them left, and these idiots are going out and killing them. And so these guys got trampled by a herd of breeding elephants. Can you imagine breeding? Isn't there some kind of joke about when somebody's got a cluster going on and they say it's like elephants mating, a lot of noise and all this, and then it takes 2 years to finally see the results? Or I don't know what the elephant mating.
Well, let that be a lesson to you poachers out there. You're going to get trampled by some screaming elephants.
They all do. I hope they all do. That would be really great. All right, here's the story of this is another one. 90% of my Google search history is just for words that I'm not sure how to spell. Guilty. That's me.
Guilty here too.
Hey, is this guy looking at porn on his computer? No, it's just a bunch of misspelled words. I wonder what this guy is doing.
And I'm always wrong. Oh shit, I'm so close.
Yeah, that's me for sure. Actually, I think I would have did a lot better when I was in college now than I did back then, because two of the things that I really had a problem with was spelling. I'm terrible at spelling. I could not spell for nothing, and typing. And I think if I would go back to college now, and I had a computer and a word processor with spell check and the whole 9 yards, I would have did 100 times better. It just took me too long, and I was too slow, and I was a terrible typer, and I was an even worse speller. And I used to have a dictionary sitting right there and just going through, you didn't know how to spell a word. That's what I got for my graduation. Some people get a car, and some people get this, some people got that. What I got for my graduation, when I graduated from high school, I got a dictionary and a typewriter. Two things of which I still can't use to this day. But I was a terrible speller.
Recently, I got a piece of software that sort of runs on the computer. It analyzes what you type, and it changes it for you so that I don't have to worry about it anymore. Like, it never gets it wrong either. So this is either going to make me incredibly stupid without that program. I'm not going to be. Yeah.
But I'm happy being stupid. I don't mind that my phone is smarter than me.
Right.
That's why they call it a smartphone. It better be smart. You pay a lot of money for it to be smart.
Yeah, you don't see me doing a triptych anymore, right?
Right. I still do, though. I'm old school when it comes to the triptych.
You go to AAA and get a triptych.
Yeah.
No way.
Oh, yeah.
Those things were so cool.
I always get one. And the little tour books, you see everything in there, and I always get them. I figure I get them, you pay, so why not go there and get a triptych? And, you flip the pages, and sometimes I just like to have the hard copy. I'm still kind of a hard copy guy.
Okay.
As you can see with all the stuff I got here, every week I got notes and everything. I'm like hard copy. That's what that's how I roll.
That was always my favorite process, because that dude that was doing the triptych, he'd take that little stamper and he'd just go, you know where everything was. Like, there's going to be this on the right and this on the left.
Detour.
Like, how the frick do you know, dude?
Yeah, speed trap.
Before internet. How do you know?
Pull out the highlighter.
Yeah.
And it was great. I still use them.
Dude,
I still use them.
So
I got a whole drawer of them, and I just think they're cool. And then maybe someday they'll be a collector's item. I may get $3 at the flea market one day.
As a relic to travel.
I was watching that Antique Roadshow yesterday. It's amazing some of the stuff that people just pull out of that. That's not like Pawn Stars or something. I mean, when the people that bring like Chinese vases and handmade silver Vases seem to be, you know.
They just like saying that word. They like to be fancy.
Yeah. A vase. It's a vase.
It's a vase.
You know, yeah. And some of them people are so uppity, and then they got their little pointer and this.
Have you ever seen anything like you used to own appear on any of those kind of shows?
No. I was watching it yesterday, and I thought, man, I don't have shit. I don't have anything. I was like the one lady who was on there yesterday thought she had 2 jade statues, and she was just wondering because the woman that gave them to her, this elderly woman that gave her these 2 jade statues, and this lady was just thinking that she had like the treasure of Siam or something. So she comes in and they go, I hate to break it to you, but this is not jade. This is plastic. Wah, wah, wah. But I think the Antique Roadshow, they get a lot of paintings and things like that on there that, you know, that you would have to take to an auction house and some of that stuff. But I don't know. You got that painting and they say, okay, it's worth $5,000 if you take it to the auction. Are there people out there that buy it? You know, that's the thing. It's only worth how much somebody is willing to pay for it.
If you're not writing a check in those same
right.
It's not worth it.
You can have that $5,000 painting sitting there, but if nobody wants to buy it, then it's really not worth anything.
Right.
You know, it's fun to see. But I like that show a little bit better than Pawn Stars, because Pawn Stars is really, you know, fabricated.
Have you ever visited that place while you were out there?
No, but I know somebody that did, and that's what they say. It's just a little shop in a strip mall. Yeah.
Tiny shop, like it has a little strip. You can't, like on TV, it looks like there's this massive thing, and it's not that at all.
You're thinking it's the Pawn Superstore, you know?
Nope, not at all.
That's what I heard too. Everybody that I've talked to that went there said, "You're not going to believe this place. It's just a little dinky joint, you know."
And they have it like velveted ropes, and it's not even a real. I mean, it might be a functioning pawn shop, but not real items come through that. It's all staged.
Yeah, you don't see a bunch of like. Well, the other show, remember the Extreme Pawn in Detroit? That was another crazy one. Now, I rode by that place, and that place was in the hood. And, you know, when you go to a real pawn shop, you're not seeing people bring in that kind of stuff.
No.
You know, a B.B. King guitar or a
stolen radio. That's what you got.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Back in the day, would you have, you know, tools, fishing poles, you know, a lot of power tools, some outdated computers, you know, things along those lines. You don't, you know, it's not like people. Well, yesterday on Antique Roadshow, somebody brought in a program from a show in England, and it was autographed by the Beatles, and all 4 Beatles signed this thing 3 times. So that made it really rare, because they said, you know, first of all, there's not a lot of things out there where all 4 Beatles signed the same thing and on the same page, and then let alone signed it 3 times. So, all right, here you go. Let's see. Are you an Antique Roadshow guy?
Or no?
Yeah, this is Antique Roadshow.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay, the one I saw on Pawn Stars was a fake. They had some kind of Beatles thing, and it was all a fake.
Okay.
I know a guy, and the guy come in and said, "Sorry, this is a fake. These aren't even close to the real thing." And he just said, "Wah wah wah," and then the people went away. You know,
real pissed.
Yeah, that expert don't know what he's talking about.
Here's your plastic jade thing.
Yeah, take it with you. So, how much would you think an autographed program from the Beatles? Now it had a few like creases in it, and you know, a few imperfections. It wasn't in perfect mint condition. Rare item signed by all 4 of the Beatles 3 different times on the same program. What would you pay?
$1,200.
Wah wah wah.
No?
15 grand.
Ooh.
That's what that was.
Dang.
That was what that was worth, 15 grand.
Dang.
Now, see, Beatles stuff like that, though, somebody would buy. I think there's a big market for Beatles, especially authentic autograph stuff. I think that would go really good. Hold on, let me take a little coffee break here, and then we'll get into the big story of the day.
And we got calls too, so whenever you're ready for that.
Oh, okay. Here's one that was on the thing today. You know you're from Ohio when you get your grass mowed because there's a snowstorm on the way. Snowstorm's coming, better mow the grass.
Mow the grass. And I'm telling you, I had good authority that I could put my snowblower away, and I did. And it's not. If I need
don't worry about it. It's just going to melt anyways. That's one of those. Just ignore it. Pretend it's not even there.
Somebody's saying like 4 inches of snow. Is that right? Oh crap! All right, it's gonna be.
I saw 1 to 3, maybe 4 in Cleveland.
Okay.
All right, we're going to take these calls, and then we'll move on to the story of the day.
All right.
Okay,
let's go. I think this is Glenn, or so.
Okay.
Glenn, are you there?
Hey, I'm here.
What's up, Glenn? How you doing, man?
I'm good, Freddie. How you doing, brother?
Hanging in there. What's new and exciting, man?
Nothing.
I hear you.
Retired in January, and I'm bored as hell.
There you go. But that's a good problem because you think today's Saturday afternoon anyways. So, yeah, you'll get used to it. I think you'll get in the groove. All right, well, let's give you a little extra money here to go along with that big pension you got. So what are you thinking? Give me a 3-digit number, man.
I'm going to try to do Joe's hint with the clock and the partner.
Okay.
I'm going to go 5 o'clock for the $500, so 500.
Ooh, that's yeah.
Got some logic behind it. I'm liking it.
0, 0. Oh, not there. And I would think with Joe's scientific mind, that was pretty good, because the partner, you got the $500 with the 5 o'clock, and then you got the 2 zeros in there. I don't know. That sounded like a real logical guess for me, man.
All right. You guys take care.
All right, Glenn, we'll be talking to you soon. I'll see you on Facebook, man. Take care. All right. Yeah, that was he was thinking.
Yeah, there's only one little flaw in that logic, is that it's been the same combination since there was only $100 in there.
Okay.
So that's important.
Well, it's still the 0, 0.
That's true.
The twins, the partners.
Right. Okay.
Partners.
I get it.
Okay. Yeah.
All right. He was onto something there. I'm liking how they're thinking.
He's thinking. He's retired, so he has nothing to do all day except try to come up with that number. Okay. Yeah. Let me see here. I wonder if anybody's actually writing down all the numbers that have been used.
Maybe there's someone super dedicated to this winning this cash, and it's only going to take like another 500 shows before we eliminate enough numbers to know.
Well, that's like back in the day. That used to be one of the radio contests, high-low, where there would be a jackpot, and then this way people. Actually, it's probably still a good contest. Some people probably think it's old and a stupid idea, but the premise is pretty solid because you're still getting people to listen, and you want to, and especially when you start getting close. If you start from the first day, and you say it's somewhere between $100 and $300, and then So the first guy calls, caller number 5 today. With how much you think is in there? $39. Too low. Okay. So now you write that down, and then you try to either call in, and then the next guy calls in the next hour, and as you go on, you try to get it, and it's like I say, it's an old school idea. Some people think, oh, that's old fashioned or whatever, but it's like one of those things that are so simple that it would still work. It's not like trying to be too, making it, overthinking it or whatever. But so I think some of those little stupid ideas like that are still okay. I don't think it's a stupid idea. High-low, that used to be one of the, I think 60s, 70s, that used to be one of the biggest radio games going. And
now, the Queen of Hearts game, how does those jackpots get so high? Is it every week they sell something like?
Yeah, you got a board. Okay. You got a board, 52 cards. Each one has a number on it. And these are pre-made, okay? And so then, every week you buy tickets and the jackpot grows, and then they draw one number and say you have card number 42 on it. So they pick number 42. They take card number 42 off the board. Whatever on the other side. If there's the Queen of Hearts is there, then you win.
Gotcha. So one's eliminated every cycle. So 52 weeks at most. Okay.
Yes. And There was a big one, I think, going on out at the New Manhattan. I think that was the last big one I saw, but I don't have time to go out to those places and stuff. But remember when they had that one, where was that? Barry Dingles, wasn't it? Where they actually had the roads blocked off and everything out on Raccoon Road, and it was like $1 million or something. And then wasn't there one somewhere else too where they didn't like the way they ended up drawing it because I think the cop said you got to.
Oh, that wasn't legal. Yeah, they said that you had to do it a certain way,
or because of the traffic jam it was causing, or something. And then I don't remember exactly what happened or where that was. But then some people were pissed at the way they ended up finally doing it. And, either they changed the rules that you didn't have to be there, or,
exactly.
It just got so big that the cops said it was a nuisance. I might be totally wrong with that. I don't know.
No, that sounds about right. I know that somebody challenged it as not being on up and up. So
yeah, when they finally did the drawing. Then I think that they had a big one time out in Garrettsville too, like $500,000. And
see, mine would get discovered on like the first round, and someone win like $4.
I've seen it happen.
Really?
I've seen it happen. Gets up to $2,000 and somebody wins.
Yep.
Wah wah wah. So, story of the day, then we'll wrap it up. What do you think?
Okay. Hey, and I haven't got to hit my little heart button. You mentioned none of the required keywords during this program,
okay,
sir.
Let me just go through them all right now. Okay. Boots Bell. Idora Park. Left End. The Tomorrow Club. Did I get them all? Or am I missing one?
Did you
Idora Park. Hot day.
Right, we're good.
Hot Day, Tomorrow Club, Left End, Boots Bell. I think we got them all.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Now it's an official show.
It is.
I didn't think you can't have an official show unless you bring all those on. So, anyways, the story of the day today. And I'm sorry if I kept you waiting, but this one here is. An obese American tourist who made headlines when he forced an air hostess to wipe his butt as he moaned in pleasure mid-air has died in Thailand. Now, obviously, this guy was going there for some sort of sex party.
For sure.
I guarantee it.
100%.
It had to be. He was probably on some kind of overdosed on Viagra or some kind of performance-enhancing drug or something. Autoerotic asphyxiation. Something got this guy.
Yes.
Okay. It says here, the unnamed pervert left several Taiwanese stewardesses traumatized when he demanded that they help him in the lavatory by removing his pants and wiping his butt on the LA to Thailand EVA air flight on January 19th. After repeated attempts to inform the man that he was blacklisted from flying on the airline, a lawyer this week informed the airline that the guy was found dead. So they were trying to find this guy to say, hey, if you're planning on flying back, don't even bother, you're banned. Okay. According to Taiwan News, the lawyer said the creepy guy died sometime in March due to an unspecified illness while on a lengthy beach holiday in Thailand. Yeah, you know what he was doing there. This had to be some kind of kinky sex thing, right? The perv had been booked on another EVA flight from Taipei to San Francisco, and the airline spent 3 months unsuccessfully trying to reach him to tell him that you ain't getting on the plane, buddy. At a press conference, a teary-eyed flight attendant described how she was left mentally traumatized after the man who claimed to have had recent surgery on his hand asked them to pull down his pants so that he could use the bathroom. In an Instagram post after the disgusting episode, the flight attendant said she had locked herself inside the bathroom, crying and vomiting, unable to wash away the stench of the man's crap.
This is so bad. The
accused man, who was confined to a wheelchair and was estimated to weigh 450 pounds, repeatedly threatened to relieve himself on the floor unless the all-female cabin crew helped him. This was this big 450-pound guy in one of them motorized carts. They had a picture of him. He just looked disgusting. I'm not making fun of handicapped people, overweight people, but this guy is a dick. Okay. That's all there is to it. And then it said, okay, now it goes on. Now the woman was traumatized. I would be traumatized too.
Yes.
You know?
Right.
Now, and then it keeps on going. He slapped the hand of one woman who tried to cover his genitals with a blanket and asked them to leave the door open while he defecated. So the guy's in there taking a dump and they're trying to cover him up, and he wants them to leave the door wide open while everybody's sitting there on the plane. I think at this point, if I was a passenger on the plane, I think I would have went over and slapped the guy in the head.
Right. Somebody's got to stick up for the
You know?
I can't get a package of peanuts from these people. Can you imagine them saying yes to that request?
The women managed to keep the door closed, but the man then refused to leave the bathroom unless they wiped his backside after he finished his business. I like this next line. Things took a turn for the worse.
Well, wait, there's more?
Things took a turn for the worse when the chief flight attendant donned 3 pairs of latex gloves and began wiping him. He said, deeper.
Oh, no.
And then he accused the flight attendant of not properly cleaning his backside, requesting that she do it again. The airline reportedly refunded the man's family for his unused airfare. Are you kidding me?
And he got a refund. Dang.
Honestly, if I was those flight attendants, I would have opened the door at 40,000 feet or however high they were flying, and I would have pushed the guy out.
Yeah, right.
I would have pushed him out and not even felt bad about it.
No.
Adios, amigo. See you later. But that's a true story.
Wow.
And the guy ended up dropping dead in Thailand.
Yeah, new guidelines got released after that instance to cover this, right?
Yeah. I'm sure, if you need that kind of assistance, you better bring somebody with you.
Exactly.
Or don't even bother flying.
Right. Get your depends on.
Unfortunately, not even that, because I would be the guy that would end up sitting next to the guy.
Oh, and the
See, that's why
so
some
bad.
people, could you imagine that? See, that's why some people are, they reached a verdict in the Minneapolis. Announcement due shortly.
Okay.
Wow, that's going to be big news here, man.
Yeah.
That is going to be big news, and we're going to have to see what happens there. Boy, that's going to be interesting to see. We'll see what goes down, but we're just about ready to wrap things up anyways. But see, a lot of people have a fear of flying. My fear is pooping my pants on the plane.
Really?
That's what I'm afraid of.
Are you serious?
What if you had an accident on the plane? What are you going to do? Yeah, you would be really embarrassed. I think that, or my second worst fear is the person next to me pooping their pants on the plane. Those are my two biggest fears of flying. It has nothing to do with being up there. It has nothing to do with crashing. It's like, oh man, what if I get on this plane and I got some kind of stomach problem? Yeah. I start gurgling and I can't control myself. Or if you have to go try to get up to go all the way back to the plane and somebody's in there and you're standing there and you have an accident. I wonder how often that happens on planes where people,
probably more than you think.
Especially if you're traveling, maybe you went to Mexico or you ate some bad food somewhere or
just drank too much.
Yeah. And you're sitting up there and you're like, something don't feel right. And then you're crop dusting the whole plane as you're walking back there.
Yeah. They got to have like a sick bay where if you're like, hey, this is going on, and they put you back with the luggage or something.
There's got to be something. But that is my biggest fear of flying. Either pooping my pants or the person next to me doing that.
Yeah. I travel alone most of the time when we're on planes, and I get always sat next to the stinky guy. Always the same. It's not just crop dusting or gas. It's just smell,
Or somebody that brings some really nasty food that they decide to eat. Some kind of foreigner that brings something like
curry. Let's do curry on a plane.
Oh yeah, or just something that's just so nasty, and you're just sitting here going, "Why are you eating that?" Yep. And then if they have a pet now, because some of these people with service animals, and can't we just get on the plane? Can't we go our 2 hours, get off, and don't worry about eating? Can you make it without? I don't want to. I know people have problems. So I don't want to come off like I'm, but I mean.
But the experience has the potential to be terrible.
Yeah,
And these are the reasons why.
Dave says, I do not fear flying. I fear crashing.
Fair enough.
That's about how you do it. All right. What do you think, man? You ready to wrap this up?
Good to go, yeah.
All right. We'll be back on Thursday. So thanks everybody for tuning in, and no winner again today. Nobody cracked the safe. So Thursday, we'll see, man. Somebody might win that $500. So tell your friends, everybody tune in, and I'll see you out there. I'm heading out to the Ice House tonight. Stop by and see me out there for whatever I do on Tuesday. Drinking.
Thank you for listening to this show on Youngstown Studio.
No, please.
If you like our programming, we invite you to subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow our Facebook page, or subscribe to your favorite podcast platform like iTunes or Spotify. This is original Youngstown content, and we would appreciate you sharing the videos